Coming up today on Great Day Connecticut, the end of the first full week of the back-to-school grind for many people.
We've got the best ideas to help you blow off steam and have a great time.
Plus, the wonder of it all. There is so much to do at Foxwoods this fall for the whole family.
And the Da Vinci Code series gets a new life. We're talking to one of the stars of the Lost Symbol.
We're helping make your day a great one.
Starting right now. Yes, welcome to Great Day Connecticut. We're talking about our Da Vinci Code interview coming up.
Yes, I don't have any interest in it, but I have an interest in doing the interview with Ashley, but I don't know if I'm going to be watching this one.
Oh, I'm excited.
Yeah, and Kara, I was on the opposite end of the spectrum, very excited to watch this program.
Yes, because I've read all the Dan Brown Da Vinci Code series, and The Lost Symbol is now being made into a show. So anyway, that's coming up. Do you like that idea, Renee? Yeah.
So you like spirituality when it mixes with...
Well, it's like, he constantly makes you learn. You can't stop putting those books down, and you learn as you read at the same time.
Okay.
But it is all those ancient things of what do these symbols really mean, and what unlocks our consciousness, and what's the universe really all about. But it's all historically correct. So when he says the Washington Monument is turned at 33 degrees or whatever, because of this, because the Freemasons have wanted it that way, it's true. It's what so it's all research.
Well, now we don't have to do the interview.
Anyway.
So back to you in the studio. All right, today we celebrate American citizenship, Constitution Day. I didn't know that it was once originally in May, and then in 1952 they moved it to September. And today is September 17th, and it's Constitution Day.
Yeah, okay. This is I love seeing ceremonies like this when people have learned. I mean, even those of us who were born in this country, I almost wish we were required to take those classes because they learn so much,
yes,
and they really have such pride and knowledge for our country.
Which I think is just great. So happy Constitution Day. The people are applauding there, and that's good. All right,
Stop it.
Just stop it. This TikTok challenge where you go out and wreck bathrooms and steal things from schools, and it's terrible.
It's hit Connecticut. It's a TikTok challenge that encourages teens to steal from school bathrooms, and it's happening. And I know this because I'm hearing it from kids I know that, so-and-so took the hand sanitizer and other people took the paper towels, and, so this is specifically...
How could you it's just so dumb. What are you going to do with it?
Well, this is the thing. TikTok is now taking action, taking these videos down, saying that teens are very impressionable. They just don't want that kind of content. But out in Enfield, they're saying some people might even face a felony.
Yeah, and you know what? And rightfully so. You damage, you deface, you steal. You should definitely pay the consequences.
Yeah,
how you doing over there?
It's not a little thing.
How you doing over there, Scratchy?
You were saying that something's bothering you, so I'm trying to fix it.
It's that we have to get you a longer necklace for your father's medallion.
It's not that. It's just that...
No, it's definitely, if it were longer, it wouldn't clash with the metal.
I just turned it out of the way. But it's also that I'm wearing a jewel neck, so the mic is closer to my neck.
Jewel neck, A-line, B-line, I don't know what the difference is. All right, fans of Tom Brady might be happy to hear this news. He's going to play until he's 50.
He says he's open to the idea.
What is he now, 40? Is he just 40?
He's older than 40.
No.
No. I think he's 44. He's 2 years younger than me because he was at University of Michigan with me.
Oh, he was?
Yeah.
He went to Michigan?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. He was our quarterback.
2 years younger than you, so he is 48.
No, he's not. Stop it. He's 44. See, it says it right there in the script.
44. All right.
Do the math. All right. Actually, he talks a lot about that. In college, he was not considered anything great. And he talks about that he was eating too much pizza and hanging out, and he took over for Brian Greasy, and people were like, he's not that great. And then he got super disciplined, and he worked really, really hard. And so I feel like his whole career is a testament to when you really decide you're going to put everything into something.
You know what? I decided that yesterday when I ate one of the cream puffs. I was dedicated.
Tom Brady wouldn't do that.
He would never do that.
No, he doesn't eat
sugar.
No, does not.
Does not eat sugar. Mm-mm. How do you not eat sugar? It's in everything, isn't it? Except my...
He doesn't eat other things.
My spoon-sized shredded wheat. If you're looking for a cereal with no sugar in it, there's no sugar.
It's not frosted, though.
I know. I love the frosted, though. I know. I got to be honest with you.
But you could at least make sure you're walking 7,000 steps a day.
Aren't you supposed to walk 10?
To lose weight.
Oh, to lose weight.
But this is a new study that says 7,000 steps a day could reduce your risk of an early death.
Yeah, they've studied people over 2,100 people over an 11-year period folks that were from like 50, what was it, 38 and 50. The average age is between 38 and 50 for an average of nearly 11 years. That's a pretty intensive study. And they found that it works. If you walk 7,000 days.
7 steps a day, you had a 50 to 70% lower risk of premature all-cause death. So anything, just walking 7,000 steps a day.
A day. Do you think you can get it? You think we walk 7,000 steps a day?
You know,
I probably don't.
The thing is, if you look at your phone, I think sometimes you don't take your phone with you, so it's not exactly accurate.
Right.
But you have to make a little bit of effort
to walk 7,000 steps.
Yeah, like to 10,000 steps is even more effort, but
you know what I would
7,000, you have to make sure you keep moving.
You know what I would do? I would walk 500 miles and I could walk 500 more. I don't know the words, but it's funny.
And then if you want to drink beer, you could have the low carb, zero carb version.
I don't like any beer. So this is apparently appealing to people who want a low carb version of this beer.
Bud Light is now launching even lighter. It's zero carb beer, and
it's called Bud Light Next. Look at this. It's coming out. So it's for the health conscious. The taste is described as light, refreshing, and clean with a hint of citrus. No, it has barley in it. It tastes like barley.
Hard seltzers are the big thing right now.
I know, they're huge.
And those are lower in calories. So they said they're trying to make up the nutritional profile of a hard seltzer. With the taste of a beer.
You know what was popular when what was the equivalent of the hard seltzer now to when I was Bartles and James?
Yes, the wine coolers.
Do you remember Bartles and James?
Yeah, Bartles and James, of course. They were on the porch for their commercials.
Yeah, absolutely.
It was like peach schnapps.
It was terrible.
Full of sugar.
Oh. All right.
So there's a mansion up for sale. If you want to own the biggest home in the world.
It's Kara's house, let's be honest with you.
It's
105,000
square feet.
105,000 square feet. So the developer ran out of money, and now the bank took it.
It's in Los Angeles, in that area, and you get a lot for your money, okay? You get a bowling alley, a cigar room, a private nightclub, your own golf course.
Look at these
if
LED
modern
lights.
is your style, you don't have to really do anything.
Look at this. This is somebody's house. This is somebody's house.
You'd never go out.
Yeah, why would you? And
don't you want to go places?
And Jamie, our producer, goes, who would want to clean that? Like, as if they're going to clean their own house.
So anyway, the man who was trying to develop it and bought it, he defaulted on his loans. The bank owns it now. So it's in foreclosure. Maybe you'll get a good deal. They want $500 million.
$500 million. We'll see what we can do. If you and I scrape together, there's $1 in the better jar.
How many times do we need to mess up the name of our show to win?
999 million more times.
There's that song, and I would
walk $500 and anyway. This is a kind of a sad story, but kind of exciting for people who are aficionados of pinball machines. The Museum of Pinball, which says it has the world's largest collection of pinball machines, is closing its doors because of the pandemic.
Yeah, it's been
sad.
It's not been good during the pandemic, but I guess you have a chance now to buy some of these machines because they're auctioning thousands of them off.
Yeah, they said 760 are already, 1,700 machines to be exact, and 760 of them have already been sold, and 750, and the rest are going to be available at a weekend-long auction later this month. So if you are a pinball aficionado and love to play pinball.
You would think someone who just loves pinball, like a wealthy person, could just buy them all and then make its own museum or collection.
Make its own museum, right? Exactly. That's so sad, though, that it is going out of business. Anyway. Hey, this is great news. Governor Jared Polis, he's become the first sitting governor to marry a same-sex partner. I didn't realize that there haven't been anyone prior to him.
At least being a sitting governor.
A sitting governor, yeah.
It was a traditional Jewish ceremony, and everyone had to be tested for COVID, but it took place out in Colorado. And so they've been together for
18 years.
And they said in the past 18 months, they learned one important lesson. I think we all learned that life as we know it can change in an instant. So he actually proposed when his partner was being taken to the hospital for COVID.
Right? You never know what's going to happen. So congratulations. He said he was also was a previous U.S. Democratic congressman representing Colorado and the first openly gay man elected to the U.S. House in 2008. So he's a trendsetter.
A lot of firsts.
A lot of firsts.
And talk about a second chance, though. Ken Jennings, they thought he was out. Now he's back in. He's getting a second chance to be the Jeopardy host.
I think this is and Mila, how do you say her name, Renee?
Mayim
Bialik.
Bialik. So he's going to co-host with her. And of course, he's the one who wins all the time. He does all the amazing, he's won all the...
I watch him on the Game Show Network. He plays against actual people in a game show that I forget the name of. What's it called? Masterminds.
Oh.
So you play against Ken Jennings. I mean, who's going to beat Ken Jennings? But he's the guy that you got to go against and play. So it's pretty
Does he ever
cool.
talk about how he learns all that stuff? Like,
No,
what's his
I just
process?
think he's smart. I don't know.
But you can be smart as you want. You have to like have this. You know,
It's like Paul. Paul was on Jeopardy. He didn't win, but he was on Jeopardy.
you have to be. He constantly reads his facts. And
He's a constant reader of
Facts.
not so much books, but periodicals like magazines and
Yeah.
things like that. Like daily, constant information is coming
instead
in and
of
coming out.
just books, it's more of a little factoids.
Yeah, exactly.
A purveyor of useless information that becomes useful.
That becomes useful and it'll win you all the money. All right.
All right. For all the latest useful celebrity news,
Yes.
you can watch People the Show. It's always right here on Channel 3 at 7:30.
I think it's Kay today with a preview. Kay, are you there?
Tonight on People, Fred Savage starred in the beloved 80s series The Wonder Years. Now he's directing and serving as co-executive producer of the new ABC reboot.
It is about this sense of memory and looking back, but it's another family and how this time of 1968 is the wonder years for them as well.
The year I turned 12, the age of locker rooms, bullies,
Hey, 4-Eye!
and girls.
I think anytime I'm on a set, I still feel like I'm 12 years old. Anytime I get a chance to work with young actors, it takes me back, and I really feel like I'm in their shoes. I understand what it takes, to get them to set and pressures that are on them, and going to school and learning lines and being a kid and hanging out. Like, I really understand that experience.
More with Fred, including what his kids think of the original Wonder Years, tonight on People.
That was a great show.
Oh, I loved The Wonder Years.
I know, right? All right, this one looks just as good.
All right.